Hi, welcome back to my channel. Happy Valentine's Day. And I just wanted to come on to kind of give you a little update on how my little boy August is doing, my little reborn boy, and also to kind of show off these girls' Valentine's Day outfits. And so they've been really busy with eating lots of sweets and lots of treats. and so they're quite happy. And yeah, so let me start with my Juno Wake. Oh, I love these dolls. So my Juno Wake sculpt, Lilu, she has a little dress, and I think I mentioned before, I don't like putting really frilly dresses on her. But I think this like kind of tailored top here with the little bow here kind of makes it look not so frilly. I don't know. I know it has ruffles, but it kind of gives it like a little tailored look. But here she is, and the tulle really kind of makes it a little bit princessy, and it has little stars. And I bought this at Pat Pat. It didn't take long to come at all. That was something I was a little worried about. And you know, I am notorious for leaving everything to the last minute. And this actually I bought back in November, December. And so I knew I was going to use it for her for Valentine's Day. And I bought these little headbands. I just thought they were the cutest. I love the way that dusky rose looks on her pale skin and red hair. And I got those as a 3-pack on Amazon. And then, so I'm just going to give you a little close-up. And here's little Lilu. Sweet girl. Here she is with her frilly socks and her little bow shoes. And then we have little Grumpy Grace. This is a sculpt by Ping Lao, and I've called her Vivi. And yeah, so it's a really princessy name. And so here she is, and her outfit, I also bought it on Pat Pat, at least the top. It's got like little tulle and little pom-poms. And it's cool because you can kind of fluff it up and make the pom-poms go either which way. And she's wearing cute little bloomers, little white bloomers, and they're from Amazon, and so are the shoes. And yeah, that little headpiece is part of the 3-pack. And so yeah, so I had a great time dressing them up, taking photos of them, and writing little stories for them. It was a hoot. And here I have little August. And so one thing I've discovered, first of all, I gotta tell you that this is not my first attempt at making this video. I actually made one yesterday and the memory ran out. That's never happened to me before, so I had to erase a lot of videos. And I just thought it wasn't too long, it was about 20 minutes. But one thing I've discovered is on yesterday's video, I changed him on camera, and I've just discovered that I'm really bad at it. Like, it takes too long, I get too distracted, and all you see like are my big hands fumbling in the camera. So I just told myself, you know, I don't know how other ladies do it. They're really good at it. I'm not. So yeah, so I brought him already dressed, and I kind of made the joke that he looks like he's ready to go on his first date. He went from looking like a baby to a little boy. And so yeah, I just wanted to share, you know, his little outfit with you. This one I got from H&M. Here he is. Let me bring him up a little closer. I got this one from H&M, and it came as a set. And I got the shoes from H&M as well. So he's looking so darling. Look at that face. And it's probably actually evening now. I did all my little Valentine's Day activities, and I'm just kind of settling in now. But I definitely like the lighting in here a lot more than in the other room where I used to film. And I feel like the color, his color comes out really nicely. And so yeah. And so here he is, and I am just really enjoying him and just having a ball. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't like check up on him, that I don't, you know, hold him and cuddle him, and he just feels so great, like in my arms. And so yeah, so I'm so happy. I'm so happy with him. happy with my collection so far. And so I just kind of wanted to come on and just, wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day and just kind of talk about how I think, this Valentine's Day is really different, very special and unique from others because, at least for me, and I know for a lot of people, this Valentine's Day, I'm kind of pondering on all types of love. And so, I love the word for Valentine's Day in Spanish. It's called El Día de Amor y Amistad, and that means the day of love and friendship. And I love it because it's more inclusive. And so now more than ever, I'm thinking of how lucky I am, how grateful that I have all different types of love in my life. And, the love of family, the love of friends, the love of a lot of people who I've met on YouTube and Facebook and my Dolly friends. And honestly, if I hadn't had this hobby during the pandemic, I, I would have gone nuts, I think. And so I really love, this hobby has kind of really been here for me because, I've suffered, a lot of loss, like a lot of people I know, a lot of people I work with. And this really, this holiday is special, especially this year, because I think of, the love I've lost too. And so, about 2 weeks ago, I know I've talked about in my other videos how I really love clothes and I really love buying clothes for myself and my dolls because I didn't have a lot growing up. And so new clothes were like a huge luxury. And now that I have a job and a career, and I kind of get to indulge and I love it. And especially in this Reborn hobby. But I also mentioned that my godmother is the one that kind of, instilled that love of clothes for me. Like um, every holiday, every birthday, she always asked like what I wanted. And of course, I wanted clothes, I wanted outfits, and she'd always get like the most beautiful, beautiful dresses. And honestly, that was just a luxury. And so now that I'm a godmother, I kind of do the same thing for my own goddaughters. I have two of them. They're 10 and 11. And, I love indulging them and splurging on them. And so, yeah. And unfortunately, my godmother, about 2 weeks ago, she passed away. And it was sudden within a week. And it was because of COVID. And I just recently, last week, lost an uncle. And this was my father's cousin. And I think I'd mentioned before that I had modeled August after my father. Well, this cousin and my father, they looked like twins, carbon copies of one another. And he was one of my favorite uncles because he did remind me of my father. And, they have very similar backgrounds. And honestly, you put them side by side and, you know, it's like I was looking at my father. And, he also passed away because of COVID. And I've had other losses. An aunt passed away in the beginning of the pandemic. There was no underlying issue, but, she was in a rest home for the elderly, and her daughter used to visit her every day, my cousin. And, part of me believes, she died of a broken heart, like that loneliness. She never really liked being there, but her care became very overwhelming. And, her daughter used to visit her, almost every day. And she was never really alone. And her health declined just really quickly. And another cousin just passed away from cancer. And she had been fighting cancer for about 6 years, and we knew it was terminal. But, and this was also last week, and so there's been a lot of loss. And I, just got together with my family today, and we were just talking about how strange that we can't really mourn. But, my family has always been the type that that we always remember people. We don't ever forget. We always tell and retell stories, and yeah, especially those of, our loved ones who've passed away. And so this Valentine's Day is really special. And yeah, because it kind of puts me in the contemplative mood where I look at love lost, and kind of, I'm grateful for the love I do have. And you know what? For the love of the hobby and the friends I have. And yeah. And so I just wanted to share with you this book. I didn't want to make this video too long. I wanted to share this book. A moderator of one of the Facebook groups I belong to, Pamela Simmons. The Facebook group is called For the Love of Dolls. It's a very positive group, and it's mostly reborns, but I think sometimes occasionally people post different dolls, but it's mostly reborns. And so she had recommended this book, and she actually did a live where she read a story. And the other two videos I taped, oh my gosh, I had read excerpts. Okay, so I'm not going to read anything too long, but I am going to read two passages, and to me, it really brings home how beautiful love can be, and how we can express our love in different ways. Sometimes it's, yes, romantic love, but sometimes it's love with family, love with friends, and in this case, love with reborns, because they bring something that maybe I don't know, they bring something special, and it's unique and different. And so I'm gonna go ahead and read two of my favorite excerpts from this book. And so it's Reborn Babies, Stories from Those Who Love Them, and the author is Noelle Blackburn. Okay, and I got this off Amazon. And so this is one here. It says, now to address the author's question, what do people think about my reborn? Well, since then, I have adopted another, a little boy that we call Gabe. Honestly, most of the time, people don't even seem to notice that they aren't real babies. If I'm holding them in public, people just say, as they pass. Sometimes people will ask how old they are, and I just give them a random number. Is this deception? Perhaps. Is that your real hair color? Who cares? I would rather not get into the long and uninvolved conversation where people then question my sanity. I'm not ashamed that my babies make me happy. Most of these people I will probably never see again anyway. And so I just thought that was really funny in a way, and it just goes to show, we can be really judgmental, judging, what people love, how they express their love. And in reality, no one is going to live your life for you. Like, they can judge, but you're the one at the end that has to kind of like walk in your shoes, and you might as well do it, and live authentically. That's what I think that's what I thought when I read that passage. And so this is another passage, and it says, from that day on, my interest in reborns grew. Since then, I have amassed quite a collection of these little babies. Some of them have their eyes open, some of them are asleep, some of them are preemies, and some of them are babies, and some of them are toddlers. I'm sure that there are people out there that would not understand why I collect them, but truthfully, seeing them just makes me happy. I know that they are always in the mood for a hug. They are always waiting for me when I get home, and they never grow up and move away or get sick. It is nice to know that you can love someone unconditionally without worrying about the things we worry about every day with human friends and relatives. And yeah, so I really love that one because, of course, I love my family and friends, but sometimes you just kind of need something different, something that, in a way, doesn't judge. And I feel like in this kind of ugly world we're living in right now, these ugly times, these dolls really represent something beautiful, something innocent, and something that you can really, use your own creativity to create, whatever you want. And so, yeah, so anyway, I am sending you lots of love on this Valentine's Day. And I hope you have, you know, people who love you. And even if you are a little bit lonely, you know, just pick up your Reborn and give it a cuddle. And just hold on, okay? So have a good evening and have a good night. Bye.